Hi, friends and family. Welcome to my second interview of Yapa Photo. And today I have a special guest, my friend Aida. Aida is a professional career coach, and we've known each other for more than 10 years. Aida, so it goes back way back to the South Loop Moms Group. Actually, I think the first time was when I had my son, and Aida's son, Kellen, and my son, Alex, are exactly the same age. Hi, Aida.
Hi, Gigi. Thanks for having me. Thank you so much.
Tell us more about your profession, Aida. What do you do? What is your business about?
Yeah, more than happy to share that. I've been a career coach for the last 10 years, and I coach internationally and locally as well. And I'm also a professional development speaker. So I will have individual coaching sessions with my clients, but I also lead some seminars in Europe and in the US on specific subjects related to careers. It could be how to adjust to a new environment, how to adjust to a new culture, how to prepare for your interview, and so on. So it's been a delight. And for me, this is a mission that I enjoy taking on and helping my clients with.
And we need your talent more than any time today, just because we're going through a health crisis. And of course, when there's a health crisis, that does impact the economy, and economy does impact the job situation. So I put no special background to show Chicago the loop and the business hub of the city. But of course, we're going to talk about the national standpoint, and because you have also international background, we're going to go above and beyond just the Chicago borders. So tell us, as a career coach, how does your talent, your mission, why is that so important to have a career coach right now during the lockdown situation?
That's a very good question, Gigi. Thanks for asking that. I have all kinds of clients and all kinds of needs. So, having a career coach right now is definitely a plus. But the reality of this lockdown and this economic downturn, we have a lot of questions. So people will come with fear. And we know that with fear, there's not much you can do. And the decisions that you're making when they're based on fear might not be, the most, processed ones or the ones that were you've thought through. So in the sessions, I would have clients who just got laid off, right? So if they are laid off, the situation will be around the logistics of how do I bounce back, or what are my next steps? So it's a lot of logistical questions. And it's also an opportunity for them to realize that, maybe I can do something else. Maybe I can fill a gap in an area where I've always wanted to learn. I will have people who are in the process of looking for a job. So they've been having some conversations or interviews that got canceled or postponed. In this case, the way I would help the client is keep the course. Just don't stop.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to get discouraged and to tell yourself, okay, all that work for nothing. No, keep the course, keep going. Learn to maintain that practice on all the interviews you've been working on, so that you maintain your skill set and you don't forget what you're good at and what you're looking for. And for these people also, it's probably an opportunity to assess where they might want to look at, because they might have been focused on a specific industry, and it happens that, well, the companies in this specific field are not hiring right now. So it's an opportunity to expand your horizons also. And then I would have individuals who are looking at this lockdown as like, you know what? I feel like I'm ready for a new adventure. I feel like I would like to explore something else. Now that I'm home and I'm taking a little bit of distance with the office, I'm closer to myself. So that's like an opportunity for those people to assess who they are and kind of go the route that they've always wanted to. So to me, this is a big spectrum, right? But it's also an opportunity to look back in and identify what's important to you, but also an opportunity to test yourself and see how far you can go, and not lead with fear.
And I like the fact you give several examples of different
Yep.
people needing, who want to accomplish different goals. So you have people just out of school, older graduates, people in transition, people who lose their job, people who are looking for a job. You all come with a specific plan that will be personalized. Can you tell us right now during that economy that is in lockdown, what industries are hiring? For people who are listening to us and who are looking for professional transition, where should they be looking? What are the hot industries?
Yeah, that's a really good one too. And obviously, I won't pretend to give an exhaustive list of all the industries who are, hiring right now, simply because there's a lot of questions that companies are asking themselves and they're evaluating. This is all new. So it's an adjustment. But so far, the industries that are hiring are in the tech,
Mm-hmm.
high tech, right? I'm thinking Amazon, obviously Zoom.
Yes.
The
So all the
tool
West
that
Coast.
absolutely. So yeah, the West Coast is part of it because a lot of them are based on the West Coast, the Seattle area, the Bay Area. We have some tech also in Chicago and in New York, some of those industries, LinkedIn is right here in Chicago, Google also. But the biggest message here is for, people to kind of look at this as, okay, I know that technology is going to be important for the rest of the world and all of us to be connected. It's an industry I have not thought of, but I'm in finance.
Mm-hmm.
Technology needs finance, right?
Mm-hmm.
They would need someone who can do some financial modeling. Same thing, you have marketing skills, right, as a function. Well, those industries will also need someone in marketing. So I want people to kind of think broadly in terms of their skill set and where they could apply. Obviously, AI, artificial intelligence, is on the go, and we knew that even before the crisis. If someone has an interest in AI, that's the opportunity to learn more about it, right? If you were thinking about healthcare, well, maybe look at health tech. Why? Because now organizations and healthcare professionals are helping the clients remotely too. When it's not a life-threatening situation, they're trying to help their clients remotely. So the technology that comes in health, in the healthcare system, is also an important factor. So these are just some quick examples to help people brainstorm a little bit where they can apply their skills, and go from there. The beverage industry is also increasing because, people are celebrating at home and they're trying to enjoy more things at home, and we're buying in bulk. So
Yes.
thinking of those packaged goods industries as well.
That's good. And it's because of your expertise, it's easy for you to kind of redirect your clients and tell them, well, if they are looking at an industry that is maybe not hiring, then you can redirect them into maybe a more tech-driven industry. Have you seen an increase since the confinement? Have you seen an increase in tech openings? And there's always a supply and a demand. Is the tech hiring right now?
Yeah, tech is definitely hiring. Amazon is hiring.
Yes.
Again, we'll go back to, what skills do you have, right? And what is your background? So in terms of specific skills, people will have to either expand the skill set that they have or look at the peripheral of the specific skills that they have and expand on, being open to testing a different industry. So I've seen offers at Zoom, I've seen offers at Microsoft, Microsoft Teams, people are using it. But again, it's gonna depend on the role that you're looking for.
Sure. And
You
your
know,
willingness maybe to travel and possibly to relocate, to move to another
absolutely.
region.
And yeah, that's another thing I would like to add on. It's, when there's a downturn or when there's a shift in the economy and when everything is shaking up, the one who is willing to try, the one who has the opportunity to relocate,
Mm-hmm.
it's you expanding your possibilities, right? It's a plus. It helps. It's not the case for everybody, right? Some people have the families, the schools, the kids, so the decisions might be different. But I think for the ones who are able to do this and move around, don't forget to look at other cities and even countries if you want. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, the borders are closed.
We need to be
Yeah.
flexible. We need to be versatile. We need to bounce back. I like that in the beginning of the interview, you talked about fear. That your role was here to kind of counter that fear, to give direction to your clients, to give directions during that transition time that hopefully it's going to end hopefully soon. In closing of this interview, Aida, what are some words of encouragement? What are some professional advice you can share with people who are struggling right now professionally?
Yes, that's a good one too. I would like to finish actually with a quote. It's one of my favorite quotes, and it really fits the current situation. And it's from MLK Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. And to me, that speaks exactly to what's going on. We're not sure about what's at the end of the tunnel. We want to hope and would rather stay in that hope rather than worry. And instead of refraining yourself from doing something, one small thing, I'd rather you take one small step every day, whether it is reviewing your resume. You haven't looked at your resume for a while and you're like, you know what? I have no idea what it looks like. I don't even remember what my skills are. Review your resume. Whether it is updating your LinkedIn profile with the new skills that you've had, whether it's doing research on some industries who are hiring right now, and you might find something interesting in that industry that you would have not known, right? Until you look for it, you don't know. Reconnect with people you were willing to talk to for a while. Check on them. Simply checking on people, that's reconnecting. Okay? Those of you who are looking for a job, don't worry. Even if that interview did not happen, even if they canceled on that interview, stay the course. Check out and pay attention to what that company is doing. Pay attention to what the other company in the same space are doing. But just do one thing every day. I encourage people to just stay active on their search and to just continue to learn. If it's a new skill, something you've always wanted to do, go for it. And Gigi, I want to say thank you for this initiative and for also launching your videos. I think that's fantastic. That's a great opportunity.
I wanted to use that lockdown time to do something creative, to kind of give back to the community and share inspiration, because it's easy during that time where everybody is going down that, oh, I'm going to also be whining and complaining and have a negative spirit. And it takes, like you said, baby step towards the right direction to make small little changes. And I feel giving you the highlight and sharing in the community, people who are inspiring me, who are encouraging, is kind of going towards that right direction of seeing a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah,
so thank you so much, Aida, today. How do we book a session with you?
Oh, well, you have my name, so make sure to connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm very active on LinkedIn. So Aida Camara-Crowder on LinkedIn. And the name of my business is Nextland Consulting. And you can go on my website, and on my website, you have the opportunity to connect with me on the contact page. You can send me a message there, and we can have some trial sessions to see if you're interested
And you
in
can
that.
also consult in French and in English. So very
Absolutely.
important, that international exposure.
Absolutely. And remotely, obviously.
Exactly, exactly. Well, thank you so much, Aida. I was so glad that you were able to share some of the very useful tips. This is a time, this is a crisis, but on the other hand, we need to keep, like you said, baby step in the right direction. We need to keep pushing and fighting, because with people of your expertise who are along the way, that's a tremendous guide in the right direction.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us today in Y a pas photo. I will see you next week for a new guest. Thank you. Au revoir, Aida.
Bye.